we are glad that we are, we thought of it in advance, and we were able to deliver this kind of training to anyone in the Philippines and even outside of the Philippines. For you to know, we have students in Japan, in Malaysia, in Thailand, thanks to this platform. Okay, so we are also based, our school is physically based in South Forbes City College. We occupy the same building with South Forbes City College, and that is located at South Forbes in Chicken Road, Silang, Cavite. If you are familiar with Novali, we are very close to that place. Yun yung pinaka-landmark natin. Okay? Also, the people behind the school, or the founders of the school, specialize in training, information technology, and talent acquisition. And so you can rest assured that we really know what we're doing, and you'll be amazed with the passing rate of our students when it comes to JLPT and JFT. And that's because, again, we are really committed to quality training for our students. Okay. Also, to talk about the legitimacy of our school, we are TESDA registered. You can check our registration on the official website of TESDA. And because of that, all our graduates receive their TESDA certificate with the special order number, which is necessary if anyone would like to, use it for employment purposes here and abroad. And of course, we also dream big. That means to say, for now, we just focus on the Japanese language. Very soon, we are planning to explore, skills training, and hopefully be the go-to company or training school when it comes to the Japanese language. Okay, so 6 things about our school. Now, you can look us up on Google Map. Okay, that's where we are located. And here's the question. So why learn a new language? I mean, I'm familiar with, I can speak English, I can speak my own dialect, I can speak Filipino. Why learn a new language? Well, for the following reasons. Okay. Number 1, if you want to travel the world, especially if you are a big fan of anime and manga, or Japanese characters, you might want to speak the Japanese language. Okay. Second, of course, if you've learned a new language, that would also open doors of opportunities for you. Okay, it's always an edge to learn or to be able to speak a different language. Okay, and thirdly, of course, self-improvement. Okay, if you are okay with your job, you don't want to travel the world, and if you just want to improve yourself, learn a new language. Okay, so reasons why you should learn a new language. Now, why learn the Japanese language? Okay, this is a better question. Why the Japanese language? Well, first of all, because Japan offers one of the richest cultures in the world. Okay, you could see that in their movies, in their films, in their literature. They really have a very, very rich culture, and they have preserved that up to this date. Okay, so iba talaga ang culture ng Japan. Another reason why you should learn the Japanese language is, of course, employment opportunities in Japan. Okay, if you want to explore the opportunities there. But of course, it's not just limited to working in Japan. If you can speak the language, if you're a certified Japanese language speaker, we also have a lot of opportunities here in the Philippines. And and we're very thankful to Zuitt, because this is where they come in. They will offer you local opportunities, local employment, local career advancement because of their training. Okay, so here at Sieur, here are our available courses. Okay, we offer the N5 course, which lasts for 200 hours. Ito po ay perfect for those who have zero knowledge of the Japanese language and those who have very little. Lang mag-Japanese, let's say sa anime or sa mga binabasang materials, then N5 is perfect for you. Aside from that, we also offer N4. This is the mid-intermediate level. Okay, once you have finished your N5, then N4 is the next step. Okay, hanggang sa maabot mo yung N1. N4 once you've reached N4, this is perfect for employment in Japan. This is also perfect for employment here in the Philippines. And Zuitt will further discuss the opportunities waiting for you once you have reached this level of proficiency in Japanese language. Okay, so once you enroll with us, okay, here are the inclusions. Ito po yung mga kasama sa package natin or sa course natin. Of course, we offer or we include comprehensive class with live online lectures. Okay, we want to stress the live online lectures because some schools would offer, let's say, 360 hours. Tapos, like 30% of that would be live discussions with your sensei. The rest would have to be on your own, self-study, modular. But here, from the first hour until the end of your course, you have a dedicated sensei to facilitate your class. Okay, and we have a few students who joined us this afternoon, and they can testify to that. Next, we also give our students hard copies of the books and of the book, compiled book, and shipping is on us. Okay, we send this via LBC. You also get worksheets. Okay, you will have you will experience yung mock exams natin. You will get the institutional certificate. Of course, you will get your TESDA certificate once you have complied with all the requirements. And we also have partners for overseas employment and also for local employment once we have passed the proficiency examination. And of course, we also offer reviews. Okay, now we already have a few questions sa ating chat box. Don't worry, we will have our Q&A later on. I know we already have N4 passers here on board. Meron na rin tayong N5, but we will spend some time later on answering your questions. So just sit back, okay? Now, let me proceed. So when you enroll your Japanese language with us, we call this your investment. And every investment has its own cost. Okay? Wala namang nag-invest tapos hindi siya nag-spend or nag-commit ng kanyang funds. And of course, if it's an investment, you would expect a return of investment later on. Okay? Now, what is the cost of investment if you enroll in our Japanese language programs? Some schools would give you N5 only for this amount, okay? 19, or some would even charge 25. I once tried to enroll in a school offered N5 for 25,000. But here with Sieur, you will get both programs, N5 and N4 for this amount. And what's better is that this is also available in installment plan, okay? Here's the breakdown of the installment plan. So for 4,000 pesos, you can already enroll, and then the balance will be divided into 3, which is payable in, again, 3 installments. Okay. We do not. The goal here is to make it affordable for those who want to read the Japanese language. Okay. If you inquire in other schools, bakit meron sila, sir, nasa 4,000 lang, nasa 2,000 lang? I know those schools. They offer that low because, first of all, it's a very short program. Secondly, it's modular. Kung meron mang live facilitation ng sensei, it's just 20%, 30% of the entire course. Here with Sieur, again, from day 1 until the last day, meron kang dedicated sensei who would answer your questions, who would discuss the lessons, who would check your worksheets. Okay, some sensei would even answer questions at the time of the night. Okay, pero wag naman ganun. Okay, they also need to rest kasi itong mga sensei natin, they conduct classes until 11 p.m. and then they would wake up early in the morning to run their 8 a.m. class. Okay, so again, this is consider this the cost of your investment, because once you learn the Japanese language and you get certified, not only does it increase your chance of getting employed, a better opportunity. It also improves yourself, and of course, there's nothing better than enjoying your favorite anime and enjoying your manga materials in the native language or the native tongue. So next to that question would be the requirements. So at least high school graduate. You if you want to learn the Japanese language, you should be 18 years old and above. And the most important is you have the passion to learn the Japanese language. It's not it's I would say it is not very easy. It has its own challenges to learn the Japanese language, but with the help of our seasoned trainers or language facilitators who also worked and stayed in Japan, so meron talaga silang immersion sa Japanese language and Japanese culture, it would not be impossible to learn the Japanese language. Okay, that's what we can guarantee. Right. Now, I want you to take a look at the graduates of N5 and N4. Okay, hindi pa nga ito updated, but let me just show you anyway. Okay, so here are our graduates. Okay, purely online classes via Zoom. Okay, and here are a few more. Okay, and we're still counting. Yung ibang photos hindi pa natin na-include dyan, no? But we will include their photos very soon. Okay, and we also have a few of our N5 and N4 passers. Okay, for JLPT and JFT, and some of them took the exam this December, and I think the result will come out Feb or March. Okay, and so we will update this. Okay, all right, a few more for JLPT and JFT. It really speaks about the quality of our training. No, hindi talaga masasayang yung cost, yung cost of your investment. Of course, you have to commit to it. Okay, because no matter how good your trainer is, if you're not present, if you're always absent, if you're always, don't feel like participating, hindi ka nagsasubmit, then there's nothing we can do about it. Okay, but for those who are committed to learning the Japanese language, here's what we can guarantee you. Okay, next, here's one great deal that we can offer you. Okay, this is of course in partnership with Zuitt. If you enroll your Japanese language course with Sieur or with us, you will get the 3-month intensive web development training for free with our partner. Okay? Parang isipin nyo na lang, hinati nyo na lang yung cost of your training into 2. You get Japanese language training, and then you also get the intensive coding or web development training with our partner. Okay? So, here are our upcoming classes. Okay, perfect timing because for weekday, this January, our weekday class will start on the 22nd. Okay, the January 22nd. And then our schedules are 8 a.m., class number 1, 8 a.m., okay, hanggang 12. That's a 4-hour session. And we also have the second session, which is 7 p.m. until 11 p.m. At night. Okay, if you're not available in the morning, you can enroll in our evening class. If you're not available in the evening, you can enroll in our morning class. If you are not available on weekdays, okay, we also have a weekend class which will start on January 27th. Okay, ang schedule naman is Saturday and Sunday, 1 to 5 p.m. Okay, medyo matagal lang to, pero again, if you are really passionate about learning the Japanese language, then this is available for you. Okay. Now, if you want to contact us, we can be reached via email. That's suretraining@gmail.com. You can also reach us on Messenger. You can contact us at 0917-633-1759, and we are very much willing to answer your inquiries. Okay, so for our side, okay, for sure, that is all that we can discuss. And if you have questions later on regarding our courses, and if you are interested to enroll and invest in this Japanese language course, we'll be very glad to answer your questions. So we will now go to The second part, okay, di ba mabilis lang? The second part of our orientation, which is the discussion of the coding or web development training by our partner Zuitt. Okay, so gawin ko lang um, host no si Kla. Okay, Ma'am Kla, you are now the host. Please.
Yeah, thank you po, Sir Dan. Okay, let me just share my screen. Yeah, therefore, thank you very much again, Sir Dan, for having us here. And I'm very excited to share with everyone the opportunities that we have here with Zuitt. But I hope you can see my screen. Can I have some thumbs up if you can see it on your end po? Ayan. Okay. So yeah, again, hello everyone. Thank you for attending today's orientation. And as I mentioned, I'm really excited to introduce one of Zuitt's service, which is our financial aid by employer program. And before tayo mag-start officially, I would like to know, yeah, I think we've already done that part. So yeah, you can also use yung reaction videos, everyone, if you are very excited to show your excitement, and if you agree with our presentation. Okay, and I would also like to mention a few disclaimer if we might encounter some technical difficulties that is beyond my control. Please let me know if at any point medyo unstable na yung line ko or hindi niya nakagaanang marinig ng maayos. You can type it on our chat box, and I would really appreciate it if you would. And also, if there will be background noise from my end, I would like to apologize ahead of time. But also, please be advised that taking screenshot and audio and video call recording are strictly prohibited. So kindly inform me if you want a copy of a certain page so that we can email the details to you instead. Okay, so yeah. To officially start, let me introduce myself. I am Clarissa, one of the recruiters in Zuitt. So I will be one of the staff that will assist you in the process or the hiring process that we have. So now let's dive into our presentation. And like I mentioned earlier, no, for today's orientation, I'll be discussing the FAE or the Financial Aid by Employer program. And this is by Zuitt. So hopefully this opportunity can be your passport to a transformative journey. So here, this is the overview of our presentation. So first, I will be introducing to you who Zuitt is, and we will explore together kung ano ba yung unique features and benefits offered through our FAE program. And I will also be introducing our partner employer and the exciting opportunity that they offer. And then lastly, we will uncover what are the steps that you need to do starting from application to becoming a skilled professional. Okay. So here, okay. Yeah, so let me introduce our company. So our company is Zuitt. So Zuitt is the #1 coding school in the Philippines, and we have trained about 3,400 trainees already for about 210 batches for 440 employers, including Accenture, IBM, Union Bank, and many other employers. And we've also held about 68 events for 3,900 participants with our 45 partners, including the ICT, Caliber, Google Developer, and many others. And these activities have been covered by 15 medias already, including Manila Standard, Inquirer, and Forbes. And Zuitt was able to consistently achieve all of this because of their vision of providing opportunities for everyone, everywhere. Kaya nga ngayon, we are sharing this unique opportunity that could be the key to unlocking your potential in the field of web development. And hopefully, this is through the FAE program. But what is FAE? So the Financial Aid by Employer program is a unique collaboration between Zuitt and our partner company. Later on, I'll introduce to you who is the one sponsoring this particular opportunity. But with FAE, the aim of this opportunity is to offer qualified and amazing individuals like you guys a full sponsorship for a 3-month intensive web development bootcamp. And as also mentioned by Sir Dan, no, through this bootcamp, you will receive a practical web development skills that will make you job ready. And for successful applicants, which could be any of you, you will have a guaranteed job offer. And before natin i-discuss yung journey that you will have to do and to take, let me give you an idea on what you will be experiencing during our coding bootcamp. So we have here yung testimonial video from our bootcamp completers. Yan. So here we will see kung paano na-transform nitong coding bootcamp yung careers nila. Okay, so let's watch it together.
Cla, I think we don't have an audio for the video.
Oh, I see po. Sige, let me think. No po, Sir Dan. We have an audio po.
Still none. I think when you share the screen, you have to include audio, the sound.
I see. I think I'm having some trouble with this one po. But hold on. Yan, sige.
Ma'am Cla, if you, I think you can exit your presentation, and then when you share it, the lower left corner of the screen later on, it will ask you to share the sound.
Hold on po. My apologies. I was on mute pala. Sige po.
It's okay.
Issue if
And there po.
if they see potential in
Can you
it.
hear
So
me?
that's what I really appreciate.
Okay, so let's start again the video.
I really appreciate in bootcamp, like
well-made yung curriculum. Well-made ang pacing para sa students.
that's something that I really appreciate na sa Zuitt. Yung instructors are very helpful. Madaling i-consume yung idea.
Talagang Okay, ito yung ginawa natin ngayon. May activity tayo ngayon. Ito yung activity, kailangan mong gawin to. Tapos, itong activity na to, isa-send mo, checkan ko. Malalaman mo kung pass or fail ka. Maganda siya kasi at least alam ko kung may natutunan ako o na-apply ko ng tama.
Ang dami kong I really appreciate in bootcamp. Like,
Well-made yung curriculum. Well-made ang pacing para sa students.
that's something that I really appreciate na sa Zuitt. Yung instructors are very helpful. Madaling i-consume yung idea.
Talagang, okay, ito yung ginawa natin ngayon. May activity tayo ngayon. Ito yung activity, kailangan mong gawin to. Tapos, itong activity na to, isa-send mo, checkan ko. Malalaman mo kung pass or fail ka. Maganda siya kasi at least alam ko kung may natutunan ako o na-apply ko ng tama.
Ang dami kong natutunan.
Raise mo lang hand mo sa Google Meet, tapos sabihin mo, nahirapan po ko rito o kaya hindi gumagana sa akin. Okay lang, talagang i-guide ka.
Magaling mag-explain and they challenge you if they see potential in you. So that's what I really appreciate yun, sa bootcamp.
Hey, I'm there. Yeah, so yeah, I'm glad we were able to, I was able to show you yung testimonial nila. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, as we heard from them, yung curriculum na ino-offer ni Zuitt is very beginner-friendly. And majority din ng students namin are also beginners. So even if you have zero background in programming, yung instructors namin, they will really ensure and they will really guide you through and that you gain the technical skills needed for you to be ready for the software engineering and web development career. Aside from that, 100% of our instructions is conducted online via Google Meet. Kaya it will be very accessible for everyone. So now that we see how beneficial our coding bootcamp is, I would like to give you an idea and an overview of what a software engineer does. So the responsibilities of a software engineer will, of course, depend on the industry that you will be working in. But here on our list, you will see the main duties of a software engineer. So as a software engineer, they would develop and implement software solutions. They would also code, test, and debug applications. They would collaborate with cross-functional teams of the company. And they would also utilize version control for code management. And of course, they would ensure security and scalability in software design. And of course, they would also deploy, maintain, and optimize applications. But other important things, of course, the careers or the perks in a software engineering career. So now let's find out what are the benefits that you will gain in this field. So this is according to JobStreet's data in 2021 to 2022, and the most in-demand job with the highest average salary in the Philippines is the IT computer software job. So having a web development skills will make you a sought-after professional. And not only that, since you guys are bilinguals and you have Nihongo skills, or some of you have, you will be much more in demand in the market. And we can even double these figures with those skills. And aside from that, the second perk that you'll have in this career is a competitive salary. And who doesn't want that, right? So this data here is gathered prior to the pandemic. And as you can see, yung starting salary ng isang programmer is higher than around 3,000 compared to other positions. And as you gain more experience, the salary curve is much steeper, and you will gain a higher salary in comparison to other jobs. So aside from the lucrative salary and demand jobs and skills IT field, you will also gain creative freedom. So as a web developer, you have the canvas of the internet, and you are free to express your creativity, build visually stunning websites. And here in this field, your imagination is your limit. Okay. And as you know, web development field is constantly evolving. So you will have a wide opportunity to learn continuously. And madami kang pwedeng i-explore, madaming technologies na pwede mong aralin. So learning here is endless. And aside from that, a developer career will also allow you to turn your ideas into functional websites, which could also have an impactful contributions for the community. If you're aware of ChatGPT, diba, it's a very useful tool. And in fact, most of the applicants then that I was able to interview, they are pursuing this career kasi gusto nilang magkaroon ng contribution sa society that would make people's lives much easier. And if you are someone who aspires to great things, this could be the career for you. And I really encourage you guys to seize this opportunity. So yan, to start your journey, let me introduce our partner employer. So our Zuitt has partnered with AWS or Advanced World Solutions Incorporated. Actually, they've been our longtime partner. So AWS is an offshore IT outsourcing partner for Japanese technology giants. And they've been a trusted partner for IBM Japan, Lenovo, Kyocera, Sumitomo, and Toshiba. And for this particular opportunity, they are offering the junior research and development engineer role. Also, an entry-level software engineer / programmer. Okay, so the responsibilities of this particular role is that you will be performing your assigned tasks related to research and development. And you would also be doing basic engineering functions under the direct supervision of a software engineer. And also you would be doing basic design, coding, testing, debugging, reporting, and system maintenance. And aside from that, you would be performing your assigned activities in conformance with the integrated management system requirements. Okay. And the important part as well is the compensation and benefits. So here is the offer for this role. So during the probationary period, you will receive 22,700. And then once regularized, it will increase to 24,000. And for those with higher level of Nihongo skills, you will have additional incentives. And as for the work schedule, it will be Monday to Friday at 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So this is a fully on-site reporting. So they have an office located in Makati, Alabang, and Cebu. So you have many options wherever it is accessible for you. Aside from that, AWS also offers a free 3 months Japanese language training. This is simultaneous with your projects, meaning once this will happen once you are employed with them. So if you already have gained your Nihongo skills with AWS, you will be able to further expand your Nihongo skills. And aside from that, they offer an opportunity to work in Japan as soon as the first year of your employment. So they would provide yung airfare, transportation, also yung accommodation. Aside from that, they would be having additional monthly allowance on top of your monthly salary. Okay, so yeah, here we are with the final part of our presentation, and I hope you are excited to kickstart your journey with us. So the first step is here. Ito yung ating application form link. So you may already click, and I'll be also sending this to our chat box, so you can already start with the application form. Okay, so here. There. So, yeah. And I would like to guide you through dito sa ating application form. So, yeah, like I mentioned, that's the first step. And in the application form, there are 3 parts. So first, you'll have to fill out yung personal information nyo. And then the second part is the suitability test. And this will take about 5 to 10 minutes. And the last and another important part is booking a schedule for the live consultation or the information session. And please, I would like to remind everyone, make sure that you were able to book a schedule for the live consultation so we can process your application for the succeeding steps. Okay. But if ever that you weren't able to attend your first schedule or book schedule, you can always go back to the same link, itong application form na to, and then you can book another schedule. Okay? And then during the info session, our career advisors will further discuss the FAE program. So if ever na there are questions na hindi nyo pa natanong or if there are other areas na hindi pa clear sa inyo or if you are still uncertain, I would like to still encourage you to book a schedule for our IS kasi during this session, our career advisors will let you know of the full details of the FAE program. They will help you out to identify if you're also fit for this role or if you're fit with other opportunities that we offer. Okay? And then for the full overview of the candidate journey or the whole application process, like I mentioned earlier, itong first 3 bullets, ayan. So if you're already done with the application form and then the info session, you've passed the JLPT exam, and also not necessarily you don't really have to like pass yung sa JLPT exam. Having the JLPT skills is an edge. Okay, but it's not a requirement, especially right now. We have also the same opportunity for those with no Nihongo skills. Okay, but once you pass the info session and then you will undergo the interview with Zuitt, and baka isa din ako sa mag-interview sa inyo with Zuitt. And then once we've selected yung qualified candidates, we will be endorsing you to our partner employer, which is AWS, and then you will undergo their hiring process. But don't worry, I will guide you all throughout the process. And then, once you were selected, you will proceed with the job offer and the bootcamp agreement signing. And then after that, you will be attending and completing the 3 months bootcamp with Zuitt. Then once you're done with the bootcamp, you will then sign yung employment contract. This is with AWS, and then you will begin your employment with them. Okay, so as we wrap up this presentation, I know some of you have some questions in mind, and I want to open the floor to all of you. Please feel free to type in your questions in the chat. And okay, so let's see here if we already have some questions. Okay. As for Joseph, this is a good question. Joseph asked if there is an allowance during the 3 months bootcamp period, and since this is a sponsored opportunity by our partner, there won't be an allowance during this time. But once you are already employed with AWS, there would be also training, and then at the time you will already receive your salary. And kailan daw yung start ng bootcamp? So, next natin na batch for the bootcamp would be this coming, actually meron din tayo for February. Yes, for February, pero meron din tayong for March naman. Yes, for the bond, there is a 2-year bond. But it will be further discussed then during the info sessions. So I would encourage you to also attend yung info session so that you can learn more about the details ng contracts then. And for John, this isn't solely for Japan employment. No, this is actually within the Philippines. Though you have as I presented also earlier, you will have the opportunity to work in Japan since AWS is a Japanese company. Are there any requirements? Also, a good question, are there any requirements when starting the bootcamp? Yes, so we would be requiring our students to have, available device that they can use, such as a laptop or a personal computer. Also, an internet connection would be good, pero not necessarily something they can own. If you could borrow or you could rent, that would be good enough. So for Kate asked on what programming languages will be used during the bootcamp. So for the bootcamp, during our main course package, you will be able to learn yung first is the front end, that's the easiest part. And then we will go through the back end and then the full stack. So para mag-start muna tayo sa easiest part ng programming. Okay, and then there would also be short course package regarding Java. For the age limit, Janine, there is no age limit naman.
Miss Cla, I'll just want to answer yung question ni Miss Shana. No, what about po sa mga N4 passers? Should we enroll again in the Nihongo class? No need to enroll in the Nihongo class. This is the Japanese language course is offered to those who want to enroll and eventually land a bootcamp with Zuitt. Yan.
And thank you for that, Sir Dan. And Joseph also asked, okay, so AWS is offering yung 22,700. Sorry, Joseph, can you further elaborate on your question? Do you mean to ask if there would be like allowances pa during your employment with AWS? But let me just clarify, yung 22,700, that would be the package. So there would be benefits under that. And then for the other benefits, such as itong sponsorship and visa, I think we can, AWS will further explain yung other benefits pa that they offer aside dun sa list that I showed to you earlier, because some of the details are still not for presentation at this point yet. But once you reach the interview stage with them, you can already ask them all of the compensation and the benefits that they offer.
Ms. Cla, I just want to clarify, no, we have students who are currently enrolled in our Nihongo class. They can already submit themselves to the interview process, right?
Yes, sure.
Apply, right.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we have another, is it correct to assume that once we enroll with Sieur, it's not a guarantee that we will be able to join the coding bootcamp? Of course, yung pag-join nyo sa bootcamp or being qualified for the bootcamp is still subject to the hiring process of Zuitt. Of course, we have a partnership. All our graduates will be endorsed to Zuitt for those who are interested to try their career in this industry. But then again, you would have to submit yourselves to the hiring process of Zuitt to qualify for it. Tama ba, Ms. Cla?
Yes po. Mm-hmm. So, yung hiring, pagdating naman dito sa opportunity na to with FAE, parang regular lang siya na nag-apply kayo for a job. So, you would undergo yung hiring process ng company.
Okay, thank you. Can they already go through the process even before they could enroll in our Japanese course, Ms. Cla?
Yes po. Mm-hmm. Sure po.
So there, you could already fill out the form for Zuitt form, and we can wait. I mean, if you can go through the interview process first, and once natanggap kayo sa interview, then you can go back to us and you can enroll in our Japanese language course. Okay, para lang mas sigurado kayo, if you before you start investing in the Japanese course.
Thank you po, Sir Dan. And as per Joseph, upon completion ng bootcamp, iba pa ba yung magiging offer na salary? So yung during the bootcamp, there would be no salary yet, okay, since it's sponsored by AWS. But since at that time you are still not employed with AWS, so your employment with AWS will start once you've completed na yung bootcamp, and then you will receive the salary once you've been employed or you start your employment with AWS. Was I able to answer your question, Joseph?
All right. We have a question from Giselle. To clarify, when someone is hired by Zuitt or AWS, does that mean the Japanese class is free and no need to pay the tuition? Sieur and Zuitt are two separate companies. So our training is conducted separately, and enrollment is required for that. Yung deal lang po natin is that if you enroll with us, then you will be endorsed to Zuitt after you complete the course, or even before you complete the course, you can already go through the hiring process and then start your training with us. Pero yung free lang is the coding bootcamp. But for the Japanese language, we would have to invest in it. Okay. Any other questions? Parang wala tayong questions, Miss Cla.
Okay pa. Sige, let me just share yung, if ever na you have questions po regarding the presentation today, so you can reach out to our support and guidance. You can email us at amt@zuitt.co with the subject line JLS-FAE inquiry. Okay? Ayan, may pahabol po tayong question. So, how long yung course? So, for the whole bootcamp itself, it will be almost 3 months. So, yung main course natin will be for 2 months, and then you will have another 3 weeks for a short course package. So, that's almost 3 months.
Okay, a few more questions. We have, Ms. Cla, we have somebody from Japan. Sabi niya, he's willing. I'm not sure if this is pero willing daw siya pero nasa Japan siya. Is that possible? I know the bootcamp is online, but I think the question is with regard to the employment.
Mm-hmm. I think for that one, since AWS is requiring their employees to report on site, if on your end you would be able to go back here in the Philippines once you are selected for the role, I think it won't be any problem. However, if you will not be able to, go here in the Philippines, I think that will not work for AWS specifically.
Sorry. We have another question. For the Japanese language, is the fee presented before fixed? Yes, wala na pong additional charges or fees. Whatever we presented, 19,500, which is also available in installment. That's it. That's all that you're required to pay. For the Nihongo class, how long is the course? If you want to finish the whole N5, N4 bundled course, it would normally run if you enroll in our weekday class, it normally runs for, since it's 360 hours, it runs for, I think, around 4 months. And then for the weekend class naman, since twice a week lang kayo mag-meet, that would run for 9 months. Yun. And then, again, we offer this, partnership. If you join the Japanese language course with us, you will definitely get the bootcamp training for free with Zuitt. Another question. Can I ask about the duration of the availability of the bootcamp, since some of us here are finishing our course for N5, N4. That would take months. Okay. So again, even before you could finish your Japanese language course, even before you could enroll, you could already fill out the form and go through the recruitment process with Zuitt. I think there's a question for you from Mark, Ms. Klatt.
Okay. Is there other partnerships aside programming? You mean if there are other coding courses? Is that what you mean, Mark?
Sige, I'll answer muna yung kay Kara. Yes, so whichever we choose, we get the other one for free. Yes, so you will definitely get the bootcamp training for free. That's what we can guarantee. We have a question. Can I inquire on how to enroll for the Japanese course? Ma'am Laika already sent the link. You can send us a message and Ma'am Laika will directly reply to your inquiry. Next, what is the mode of payment for Japanese language enrollment? You can send your payment via GCash or Union Bank, and again, it's installment. You can already enroll for as low as 4,000, and then yung balance could be paid in 3 installments. Yun. From Giselle, if we enroll in Sieur for the class starting on the 22nd, does that mean that we have to finish the course or the class before the bootcamp? If not, how will the Japanese class and the bootcamp be scheduled on the same day? So this is something I would like to ask Ma'am Klatt. What's your schedule for the bootcamp?
Okay, so for the bootcamp, since we have a schedule for this one, this is not a flexible time. So for the main course package, this is full time. It will start at 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. This is from Monday to Friday. So as I mentioned earlier, our main course package lasts for 2 months. And then after that, there will be a short course package, which will be for about 3 weeks. And the short course package naman is part-time. It starts at 5 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay. So that would really require, a commitment for the whole day. Kung gustong pagsabayin ng student yung bootcamp and yung Japanese language course, pwede siya mag-weekend na Japanese language course if that is something that the person could manage. So yun. We have a graduate, si Norzalam San. Okay. So graduated from Sieur, already took N5 last December. Is the review for JLPT N4 for free. You are welcome to sit in. Okay, no additional charge. It's open to our graduates. Just send us a message at suretraining@gmail.com and you can sit in for free. You are very much welcome. Okay. There's one from Mark, Ms. Klatt.
Okay. Yes, for this one, Mark, since this particular vacancy is for a software engineer role, and also most of the courses that Zuitt offers is really for coding or programming courses. So we do not have courses yet regarding electrical engineering.
So here's a question. Pwede po bang mag-enroll kahit walang background sa IT, coding, web development? Pwede. Okay? You are very much welcome daw, as discussed with Ms. Klatt. No prior experience or knowledge required. Okay? We have a student who is currently enrolled with us. Can I take this at a time? If your time would allow you, if kayang-kaya mo, go for it. Okay, you go for it. Ms. Klatt already sent the link. Click it and go through the hiring process. Okay, kung kaya lang ha.
Or if ever naman po na gusto mo na nilang i-take yung Japanese language training, since continuous din naman tong hiring natin for the JLPT or the FAE. So every month naman meron tayong bootcamp. So you can probably you can answer the form or the link once you're done na din with studying for the Japanese language.
Right. That's something I clarified with the Ma'am class team yesterday. Ma'am, marami ba kayong hiring for this? Sabi nila tuloy-tuloy daw yung kanilang hiring. So no need to rush, guys. I would rather that you go through one training at a time. Kasi pag pinagsabay nyo yan, baka mamaya matulala na kayo, no? Or hindi nyo nakayanin. So I would really suggest take one at a time. But if you think you can't handle two at a time, go for it. From Rich, in usual scenario, how long would it take to finish the Japanese language together with the exam? Normally take around 4.5 months. 4.5 months. Kayang-kaya siya. Okay? So, again, we have 3 schedules. Morning, 8 a.m. to 12. Evening, 11 p.m. to 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. And then weekends, Saturday, Sunday, 1 to 5 p.m. For sure, do you also have employment opportunities for your students when they graduate? Yes, we do. But specifically, this is for those who want to explore the opportunities with Zuitt. But of course, Sieur and Zuitt could not stop you if you want to explore other opportunities. We also have partners that we can endorse you to if you want to explore their opportunities. Okay. Does the offer extend until the final quarter of the year? Only Ms. Clark could answer that.
Sorry, where are what's the question po again?
Does the offer extend until the final quarter of the year, daw?
Yes, it is actually po.
Okay. Do we have any other questions? Again, for our current students, you can go through the hiring process. For those who want to enroll in our Japanese language course, you're very much welcome. Just send us a message on our Facebook page, and you can avail of the rate that we just posted. Okay. May pahabol pa yata. Can you please repeat the time schedule for the bootcamp? Yun, okay. So thank you, Ms. Clark. Ms. Clark already answered it. Okay. Any other questions? While we still have Zuitt with us. Okay. So I think we don't have any other questions, Ms. Clark. Oh, may I know the other partner aside from Zuitt or the other partners still for coding? Our other partners, it's for overseas employment. Meron din tayong for local employment, but it's not for coding. So you can send us a message on our Facebook page, and we can further discuss the options. Okay. All right. So if you have additional questions, feel free to message Ms. Kla, or if you have Japanese language course related questions, feel free to message our Facebook page. And we just want to thank you, everyone, for making yourselves available today. Again, this could be the change that you want to happen in your career. And again, with this partnership with Zuitt, who knows, you could explore this opportunity very, very soon. So on behalf of Sieur and the training team, we want to thank you, Ms. Clara, and your teammates. Thank you very much as well for joining us this afternoon. Maraming salamat
Thank
po.
you very much as well po, Sir Dan, for having us. Thank you po.
Thank you, everyone.